What up, though? And welcome to Free for All Friday right here in Detroit Lions on the Pride. Y'all know how the song goes. It's Friday, then hey, it's Saturday, Sunday. What? It is Free for All Friday. Thank you all for watching, man. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us on your Friday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Well, Friday morning still. Let's say hello to some of the people in the chat before we kind of get to some of the content. Dan Spano says good morning. Good morning. Lady Lionel of these Baggins says good morning. Good morning, Raw Detroit. Michael Huck's in the building. Grandeur 12, Raw Detroit. But let's bring in the panel. First of all, y'all know who it is, man. It is the luxurious queen of the prowl. Good morning, Val. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing better now. My internet wanted to mess with me this morning, but like Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Yes, we can.
Yes, definitely. All right, and y'all know who it is, man. Co-creator of Detroit Lions on the Prowl, my man, the Maniac Tim Becker. What's going on, Timmy?
Oh, I'm ready to start the show, ready for everything, and ready to start the season. Now, some training camp is underway.
Training camp is here, baby. Yeah. Football is back.
Yes,
man. Y'all know who it is, man. If y'all catch over there, Chat Sports or LNU, y'all know who it is, man. It is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Micro Mike himself. What's up, Mike?
Hey, thanks for the sweet intro. Football is back, and same with college. Let's go!
Yeah,
almost here.
Man. We're about a month away from college, and yeah, man. I mean, we trugging along. Football is just about back, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna give you a couple of updates on what's going on in Lions training camp right now before we get into the content. Devin Funchess tweaked his kind of groin yesterday. He held out today. Didn't practice, but doesn't seem like a long-term injury. Now, Greg Bell, the undrafted free agent, got maybe a more serious injury yesterday. I know you guys kind of wanting some full kind of updates on the injuries. I can give you what the team giving us. So he has a kind of a hip, groin, back type of injury. He's going to be evaluated today, and probably more information will be coming out soon on what's going on with him. All right, non-football illness list is Dan Skipper. We don't know what's going on with him, but it's a non-football illness. Non-football injury, we got CJ Moore and Jameson Williams. Now, y'all know why Jameson Williams is not on the pup list. If y'all don't know, I broke it down in the article. So go to DetroitLionsOnTheProd.com and check it out, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give you all the tea for free. Go there and check it out. Oh, DetroitLionsOnTheProd.com, man. Check out what the difference is between a pup list and a NFI list for the preseason and the regular season. So don't panic. I break it down over there over on DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com. And on the active pup list. All right, so these guys are physically unable to perform. You got the H-back or the whatever, the super back they call them, Jason Kabinda. He plays tight end, fullback, everything. The young fella, Jerry Jacobs, coming off that really good, solid rookie year as an undrafted free agent. He's still out right now with that with the injury coming off of last season. Romeo Aquara still dealing with that the Achilles tendon issue. And Josh Pascal had the sports hernia surgery in the spring. So his recovery is going to be a little bit longer than what we thought. So he's maybe out for a while, and that brings up maybe some concerns on the defensive line. You're not as deep as, especially the interior of the defensive line, than we thought. Losing John Pennicini earlier, and Dan Campbell said it yesterday. We're missing some girth on the defensive line, and he said, "Don't be surprised if the Lions make a move to go ahead." And I said this on Monday's show. I called it Nantrez Patrick, the linebacker who came into camp on the NFI list, has already been cut. Released him already. I was like, man, you can't come into camp on the NFI list. And what did they do? They went ahead and cut him. I mean, he was an off-season. I think he was a camp body anyway. So they brought in an offensive tackle to fill that void that was on the team last year. So those are the kinds of news and notes from training camp that's going on right now. Right now, you see some things. So I want to get into. I know Val has something to say about this first question right here, because she got her jersey on right here. All right, first question we got. Give me your thoughts on the Will Harris and Iffy switching positions in the secondary. It's pretty much permanent now. Dan Campbell said it yesterday. They're kind of just switching those guys out. You got Iffy going from the outside to the back of the defense, and you got Will Harris moving to outside. He's not playing slot corner. He's playing outside corner. actually yesterday with the ones, Will Harris and Jeff Okudah split time playing the outside cornerback position. So I want to know, what do you guys think about this? I'm going to say Val for me because she got something to say. So I know she's going to have some interesting to say. She don't like it at all, Russ. But Mike, what do you think about Will Harris and Iffy switching positions in the secondary?
I'm not going to lie. As soon as I heard this, I was thinking of Valhalla. I definitely was. I had that in the background. First off, I like the Will Harris becoming a safety. I think that's really important. That's what I wanted to see. Player of his caliber at safety was not good. When he went to corner, he played much improved. I think that's really important that you give a player a best spot. Melifonwu, I love Melifonwu. I love probably just a little bit less than Valerie here, but one of my favorite players. I still think he can be an outside corner. I think he, with his long body and his ability to stay with the wide receiver, I think he could do a phenomenal job there. But I understand if they just want to get the best 11 on the field. And if they do believe Jeffrey Okudah Amani is going to be 1-2, we need to get Melifonwu out there somehow because the guy is a big body. He can get turnovers. He's physical, and he really is a good defensive back. So I'm not that I want to see him at corner, but I just want to see him.
Okay, I feel you, Mike. All right, Maniac. What do you think about these guys switching positions?
Well, as we know, Will Harris kind of failed at his previous position. So, hey, this was a needed move. And get Iffy on there. He can show his talent. He can really, you need whatever helps the team to win. And you need your best players on the field. It might not, if he might be great at the other position later on, but if we have people to do that, you go ahead and you put them in this position now.
Okay. All right. For me, because I'm gonna give the queen the stage because I already know she has strong feelings about this. Will Harris is absolutely puzzling how you can be a better cover corner than you can be a safety. When you played safety at a high level in college, you come in the pros, you can't play safety to save your damn life, but you can play outside corner. It boggles me how you can't cover on the back end of the defense, but you can cover a guy one-on-one. Doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it's just he's playing out of position. Maybe it's more natural at a corner. But it puzzles me to see him play better at corner than he did safety because it's usually the other way around. When guys have a little bit longer in the tooth, they switch from corner to safety and not from safety to corner. I don't understand that. But if it gets him on the field and he can play better at corner, I'm all for it. Iffy, to be honest with you, this is what I thought we were going to do with Okudah and not Iffy. I thought Iffy would have been the one who would go to the outside corner across from AO, and then you would have Okudah on the back end of the defense or playing the run support because I think he has the build. He has the tackling ability to be a good safety, but they want to keep him on the outside. They want to see what he can do. We know injury has barred him from the first 2 years of his, whatever we call this is of his career at start here in Detroit. It hasn't been a very productive one because he hasn't been on the field. He's been off. So I can't say that I've seen the best of Jeffrey Okudah because I haven't seen enough of him to say I've seen the best of Jeffrey Okudah. For Iffy, I've seen flashes of what he can do. We know he has the size. We know he has the speed. And for him, the guy was hanging with Devontae Adams, when they're playing in Green Bay before he got hurt. Yeah. Do I like the move? Yeah. It's wait and see. Here's my plus for this move for me. With the two coaches that we have on the defensive side of the ball, I know Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glick can get these guys in the right position. You look at how they coached up this young secondary last year that was full of injuries. They played, solid all season. Not saying they were the best guys, because you can't lie and say that. But you can say that they had a productive year, and you look at some of the injuries we had last year, and we're coming in the secondary pretty healthy. We're only missing one guy, which is Jerry Jacobs. So I know that those guys will have those guys ready. Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn will have whatever these two guys, whatever they want them to do or ask them to do, they will have them ready and put them in a position to succeed. Now, with all that being said, Queen, give me your thoughts on this because I know you got something to say about this thing right here.
I got a hell of a lot to say about this one right here. But let's start out on a positive note. The best things about this move is that we do get to see more of Iffy, and it kind of cross trains the guys so that you've got multiple things going on and stuff like that. Cool. Now here's where it all goes downhill from here. First of all, Will Harris and Jeff Okuda belong in the trash bin. Why they getting any playing time is beyond me. Get the hell out of freaking Detroit. Bye. Okay? Number two, why are you wasting Iffy's talents at safety? What, behind Tracy Walker? Because that's who you're going to put up really to start. And instead of having Iffy play to his freaking real talents out where he's supposed to be. Look, love y'all, but no. I knew this move was going to come, and I already dated it from before it even was thought of. But you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to give it a shot. We'll give it a chance, and let's see how it plays out and see whether I'm right or wrong about how I feel about this matter, because I very well doubt that I'm wrong here.
Okay. Well, this tells me one thing about, and we've said this several times on this program, that the Lions have an issue at safety. That tells me that they're trying to address it internally before they go external.
They could have already addressed this damn issue already.
I understand it, but they feel they have the person. They felt they had the personnel on the team already, where they could address it. Like, okay, we have.
They're the only ones that think that shit, because the rest of the fan base knows they don't.
They feel that they had the talent on the team to address it internally, and they that's the way they felt. I feel that. Now, I'm not saying that they're right. I'm just saying that's what I'm seeing. Now, I may be wrong. I may be like, okay, they may be like, well, shit, we got to do something about this. so that may have been their mentality, but I see them trying to address it before it gets to be, because you look at it. What does that tell you? What they think about what's going on in the safety room right now? CJ Moore is the kind of that gunner type of kind of backup to the backup safety. He's on the shelf right now. So you have Deshaun Elliott, which is an injury waiting to happen. So he's so you're gonna have some guys that you have to be interchangeable. Because right now you would have, if you line them up right now, Elliott will play the strong safety, and then you would move Tracy back.
Well, what this really relates to is the fact of that salary cap issue, where they can't really address the talent until next year. So they got to sit there and play.
They got to play what they got.
They got to do the Nintendo. Let's blow the cartridge and stick it in and see if it still works somewhere.
So, I mean, but that tells you, like, okay, we look at the guys, and I think these guys can coach them up. I think that was the. For me, that's the key. If they didn't have Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn back there on that back end of that defense, especially with Aubrey Pleasant, I'll be like, oh man, this sucks because we don't have guys that can coach these guys up. But I think with Aubrey Pleasant as the type of coach he is, I think he can get these guys ready to play. And I think he will have Iffy ready to go if something happens to one of those, to Elliott or Walker, and he'll be ready to step right into the defense. But I feel you. What you got? I feel you, Val. I would have, like I said, I thought it would have been Okuda going to safety and Iffy going out to the outside corner, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, the depth at corner for me is, I think it's better than what we have at safety. Just my opinion. So let's get into the comments to see what you guys got to say, because you know how we do it, man. So
they're all loving me today.
Man,
they're all loving me
man.
today.
They're all loving. Lady Lawrence says, I like the switch, especially for Harris. Plus, they cross-train in case injury bug hits the DBs. I like that because you see how it decimated the DB room last year. We were signing guys off practice squads of other players. You look at what's the guy Gilbert that came over from the Steelers. Out their practice squad. We're looking at guy. We were piecemealing this thing together. A lot of undrafted free agents. The only good thing was that with Jerry Jacobs and AJ Parker playing last year, it got them reps and it got those guys confidence. And
and that's the one thing I like about it is this cross-training issue. It gives the guys more skills and talents to bring up later on, but still, no.
Yeah. So Dan Spanner says that they see these guys every day, so I trust their decision. Okay, Dan, I feel you. Gino with the eyes. That's all I can say about that. Gino with the eyes, his eyes, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. But Ernest says, what up, though? Then we got some kneecap. Oh, Jeremy, smoking Jeremy. What up, though? How's everybody in the panel? We good, Jeremy. Good to see you, my dude. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? But with all that, it's just one of those things where I think we're just gonna have to wait and see. I think we're just gonna have to be like, okay, let's kind of wait and see what.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled, but I'll give it a shot. But y'all say that this won't work. This is not gonna work.
That's what her initial feelings are. We mark the time, 11:16 a.m. 29 July 2022. And we will come back to that when it's time. All right, next question. Would you do up downs with Motor City Dan Campbell? He bringing you out to Allen Park. Would you do up downs with Dan Campbell out there at Allen Park? What you got, Micro Mike?
You already know this, Kurt. You was in the Army. Come on, man. You know what we do, PT. Sergeants be doing it with their privates. The same thing, man.
Yeah.
Leadership be doing it with the youngins. You got to do it. Lead by example. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Now, at 38 multiple surgeries, my up downs would be like up a half a down. I would try to do it. That's what leadership does, folks. They lead by example.
Yeah, I think I'll probably give you a good 20. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably about good I'll give you a good 10 and the other 10 to be like, you know what I'm saying, just off adrenaline, just to be next to Dan Campbell doing the up downs with him at Allen Park Band. But that pumps me up every time I see him doing that stuff, man. He was ready this year. He had his hand taped and everything. I mean, he was ready to go. He out there, and he looked a lot better this year than he did last year. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of whooping last year. He was handling his business this year. So Dan Campbell getting them up downs in at Allen Park, man. But I'd love to see it. I would definitely do up downs standing next to Dan Campbell at Allen Park. What you got, Maniac Tim?
I would probably end up going down, but I don't know if I could bring myself back up. I need to get myself in shape, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for the opportunity to at least try to do it, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man. Hell yeah. All right, Queen. You got your lips pursed. You like, hell no. Nah.
I'm like, hell no, because nobody wants to see my unathletic ass, because move one would end up in the ER. But you know what? I will definitely go on the sidelines with my Kool-Aid and go, hey, baby, go, baby, go. But no. Me? No, I'd end up in the ER. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. Hey, like I said, I got 3 screws on my back. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, I give you a good 10 that's gonna be good. The other 10, they're gonna, man. And my thing is just to see him, it's just genuine himself. You know what I'm saying? People probably last year, they calling him a goofball and he's a meathead. But nah, man, that guy cares, man. And like you said, Micro Mike, there's one thing in the leadership, and you're like, I won't ask my people to do something I wouldn't do myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he gets out there, and he's one of the guys. I mean, people know he's the head coach. The players know he's the head coach, and trust me, because if they do something that's going to piss him off, they will definitely know who he is on that team. But for him to be out there and doing that stuff, man, is a breath of fresh
Tim
air.
already knows my ass couldn't do it, because me and Jim and Tim went out to play football one time. Tim went to tackle me, and I ended up in the ER because I busted my knee.
Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy.
What are you doing, Tim?
What you doing, man?
I bumped her.
You don't play tackle football with the maniac. The maniac. You know he crazy as shit.
Oh man, he's a maniac.
You know he's crazy, man. You wrong.
Oh god,
I blame you for playing with him.
Attacking Valhalla, man. What are you doing there?
I blame you for playing with him, man. You should know better. first name is Maniac.
okay.
You don't play with a guy like
You don't
that.
play
man.
with a maniac.
Just don't play
Putting
with
her
that
in
dude.
the ER, man.
Man, that is that is bananas. Let's get back into some of the comments, man. Y'all know who it is, man. Y'all know who it is. Okay, I see Hutch
Oh boy.
at the 9 technique and Harris at the 7 technique until Romeo gets healthy. I feel you on that. I feel you on that, my man. And definitely would I will address that. If you guys don't know what the 9 technique and the 7 technique is, I may have to write something about that. Maybe post it over there in Detroit Lions on the prod.com, man, and then the Now You Know section. Maybe, learn about the game of football together. Because, everybody don't know about what a 9 technique is and a 7 technique is, right? On the defensive line. Has to do with where you line up, what gap you're lining up in on the defensive line. So, but I digress. I might have to, go into depth in that on that later on over there on the website. You know what I'm saying? All right, Raw Detroit. I think Harris is serviceable as a rotational pass rusher, but ultimately they should be looking for rookies on rookie deals to fill those spots eventually. Hello, Drew Forsyth. Harris ain't going nowhere for at least another year, so he's going to be here for at least, I think, probably 2 more years. So I feel you. Is he going to be a long-term starter? No, he's going to be a good rotational pass rusher. I believe that to be true. Because as the rookies come on, with Hutchinson being what he is or what he's supposed to be, if he plays up to his potential, and you look at a guy like Romeo Okwara coming back, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I hear you 100%. Dan the Manimal Cameron working out with the team. Only other coach that NFL that does so, like a Mike Tomlin, always a great example for both teams that play hard. You know what guy gets up there and throws the ball around, and he's old as hell. And I met him one time, nice guy, Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's old as hell, but he'll be out there throwing passes to the receivers and backs. You know what I'm saying? He gets out there too with those guys. But Pete Carroll is small. Like Pete Carroll is like he's a stick. And he's old and like he's a good guy, man. I met him after they won the Super Bowl. I met him in the airport in Seattle, and he's just a nice guy. I mean, I had on Lions gear. He probably was like, "Why is this Lion guy coming to talking to me at the airport?" But I'm not scared of no. Could put his pants on one leg at a time. So I mean, like anybody else, though. I mean, but nice guy, cool dude. Harrison Hutchinson could be big time this season. I think so. Depends on when Okwara comes back. And I think he will be back. I don't know if he starts the year on the PUP list, but on the injury. I hope it's the PUP list because if it's an upgrade, he's going to be out for a substantial amount of time if he's on the injured reserve list.
I heard 6 weeks. By week 7, he could potentially be back. I don't know. That's just a rumor. I hope not, but it could be.
Yeah. John Kapler says, "You cracked me up." The ER. Oh no. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm kind of blaming you. I'm kind of blaming you, Val, because you played football with a maniac. You already know that dude crazy.
I already knew it. I knew I was in trouble when we started, but you know what? I'm crazy as hell too. So
yeah. All right, up downs with a beer. All I can handle. Okay, up down with a beer. There you go.
Well, that's about what me too.
You know what I'm saying? One thing I will not do with Dan Campbell is get coffee, because I would.
Let me go buzz with Dan Campbell on some coffee. Well, we gonna get some death shots, man. Get some double shots of espresso and those flatliners.
Put a little bourbon up in there.
My heart can't handle. My heart would explode drinking the coffee he drinks. The Pike brews, the 2 big tall ones with double shots.
I can handle that shit.
Straight out of Colombia, man.
I can't do 2 of those, man.
I can do it. I can do them.
He drinks the grains itself, man. Like it's straight up beans up in that
him and Wild Valdez guys, they cool together, man. So I can't do that, man.
I'll do up downs with coffee with Dan Campbell any day.
Yeah, that's a lot of damn caffeine, man. I'll be bouncing off all the walls. Man. Now
here you can really do the up downs.
Yeah, you up downs all day. Yeah, man. Now here's a question that I wanted to ask you guys, because I know some Lions fans have kind of like this guy has fallen out of favor with some Lions fans. But I wanted to ask the question because this topic came up. Eric Woodyard wrote an article about it over there on ESPN. That's a good friend of the show. He's been on the show with us before. Do you want Calvin Johnson to mentor Jameson Williams? Why or why not? I'm going to go to Timmy first. What you got, Tim?
Okay, well, just the fact that Calvin is offering to go ahead and kind of mend ties with the Lions by mentoring him, that's kind of like a building block. And him, Calvin Johnson being, arguably the best wide receiver we had, mentoring the one that's going to take his spot, hopefully. Sure, I want to see it happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely.
I know, and I saw this because I remember going back to even last year when he addressed the crowd at Ford Field, and people love to see him back in the building. And we all know that some people are calling him a diva because well, he didn't earn the money, and this all the money thing with the couple million, the signing bonus, and but absolutely, why wouldn't you want a first ballot Hall of Famer to mentor your rookie wide receiver was supposed to be, when healthy, the best wide receiver in his draft class? I mean, and that is it will be an olive branch from Calvin to the organization. Could they reach back? That's going to be the question. You know what I'm saying? Now, the issue is with the money thing, they just can't give him $2 million. Why? Because it counts against the salary cap whenever they give it to him. Because it was bonus money. So it's going to count against the salary cap whatever year, if they can get that money back, because they can't give him a job and say, you work for the team and here's the $2 million. No, because of how the money was taken from him and why because it was contracted under a player salary, it would have to count against the salary cap. So, but I digress. Like I said, I think I would love to have a first ballot Hall of Famer. He was always a class act on the field to mentor the young Jameson Williams. What you got, Val?
There is no downside to Calvin Johnson mentoring Jameson Williams. But I will add this. This does not necessarily mean that there is any olive branch back and forth between the Detroit Lions and Calvin Johnson. Mm-hmm. Calvin Johnson can mentor Williams without having any connection to the organization whatsoever. He is not in the NFL. He's an outside guy. Jameson can go to him at any time and get training and help and mentorship and whatever without any connection between the Lions and Calvin Johnson. So please do not read this much into it. This does not mean that there's a potential that Calvin Johnson and the Lions can get lovey-dovey once again. Now that it's a possibility, but it doesn't necessarily mean that Calvin Johnson wants to have that with the Lions necessarily, but would rather mentor a young guy he sees a lot of talent in.
Okay, I feel you on that. I feel you. All right, what you got, Mike?
Calvin Johnson, Megatron's my favorite player all time for the Detroit Lions. I ain't never going to say nothing negative about this guy. Guy takes time out of the day, shouts me out and my family out. So, yeah, Calvin Johnson's a pro's pro. He behind the scenes, he's just an and I was talking to Adam Baydoun yesterday, and he brought this point up, and I agree with him. Just off the field, he's a pro's pro. He's not the diva type. He does everything right. Good family man. He's not a TO type of guy. So if he is to mentor him, I think that would be the aspect I'd like him to mentor him, how to be a pro off the field, how to be an adult, because it's easy for a wide receiver to become a diva. But you hang around Megatron, you ain't going to become that.
Okay, I feel you on that one. All right, let us know what you feel in the comments, man. I'm interested to see what you guys got to say about this. Let me make sure I get these comments up. All right, here we go. Okay, let me make sure I get them right there. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of catching this later on. Hold on, let me catch this. Let me catch up here because I'm way behind on the comments. So excuse me while I make sure I find the comments. Okay. Detroit Harris is under contract through 2024. Yes, right. He, like I said, he's not going anywhere. He said now Kneecap by Smoke Jeremy said he said we overpaid for Romeo Okwara based on the one full season of production.
No.
I'm not sure about that, but okay. Despano Cinder Golf video, Kindred Spirits. Okay. All right. Give Val them double shots of espresso. She's gonna put Tim in the put Tim in the hurt locker, huh? Yeah. Lady Lionel says, hell yes, what's the downside? I don't see it. John Kepler says Mitchell for money. What's he mentoring him on, football or get your money and get out?
You know what? If he mentors in both ways, so what? You know what? Because Jameson Williams, Jameson Williams this is a business. You need to protect yourself in the business, and maybe if he doesn't maybe there's a way for a new guy to not make the same mistake Calvin Johnson did. If Calvin Johnson knows how to correct that mistake, but he can't really fix it himself, why not? Give the guy wisdom. Wisdom is always valuable.
And I'm not sure about him getting his money and getting out. Do you not realize how many years Calvin Johnson played injured? Pretty much his whole career, but especially those last few years where Calvin Johnson didn't really practice. He did the walkthrough on Fridays and played in the game on Sundays. That's how much a professional he was. You know, he got treatment throughout the week, but his body was broke down. I mean,
have you seen his fingers?
Yeah, I mean,
right.
I don't know about you, but when my body broke down in the Army, as much as I loved it, there gets a point where you just can't be it. You can't do it no more. It's just you're tore up from the floor up, you're beat up, and you got to look in the mirror and say, can't do it no more.
Yeah, and Calvin Johnson gave his all in Detroit. He left it all out on the field. So I'm not sure what that compliment about getting his money and then getting out. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that. You know, maybe you can clarify it for us. Because I don't think Calvin Johnson ever quit on the Detroit Lions. And we've seen players quit on the Detroit Lions. I mean, we've seen that. I mean, let's look at Jamie Collins. I mean, he quit on the team. He had his favorite coach right here in Detroit, and he quit on the team.
I think that might be a reference to the fact that they owe him money or whatever. The whole thing about owing him money and all that stuff.
Maybe, I don't know. Goff is neither a great or bad quarterback. He needs good pieces around him. He usually wins or loses. He doesn't usually use. You know what? I feel you. He doesn't really usually win or loses games for his teams. He's one of those guys, especially when he was out there in LA. If you put the right pieces around him, he can have success. You know what I'm saying? You put the right pieces in the scheme around him. He's one of those guys, and because he can, like I said, you saw him go out there and he outdueled Patrick Mahomes. I mean, they were gunslinging out there. You know what I'm saying? He had the right weapons around him. He definitely can do his thing. And reports out of Allen Park that he's a lot further along this year with the offense. Has command on the offense in Allen Park, you know what I'm saying, going through, and we need him to do that because the two guys behind him, I have no confidence in whatsoever. Do you think?
Zero,
yeah.
Bringing George Washington to back.
Do you think DeAndre Swift can get 1,500 all-purpose yards of scrimmage this season? Yes, I believe he can. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? Dan Campbell said something today. If you didn't watch his presser this morning, he said something that I was like, okay, I can kind of see what he's saying. He's saying that if you look at DeAndre Swift last year, he came into camp a little bit hurt, right? He came into camp dinged up, and they kind of like pushed him out there. Like I think they say once the season started, they kind of pushed him out there a little fast, right? And they were like, they never let his body kind of build up, right, to the season. And then that when he started breaking down again, it was like maybe we kind of pushed him out there a little hard because he started off camp hurt. So they're going to kind of watch with that. If you look at, they're going to try to limit his kind of reps here within this training camp where they're not going to ride him as hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they kind of rode him. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at, when with Jamal Williams, he started as a starter, right? But once Swift got in the game, they kind of rode him a little hard. So they may, do a little pitch count with him to start the season to kind of build him up, build his body up and his stamina up going into the season. So I think there may be a little bit, they may tweak the way they approach with DeAndre Swift, because we know what kind of athlete he is and kind of running back he is when he's completely healthy.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, before you get into the rest of the comments, John Kapler was said what he was meaning was teaching the young man to get his money and get out the league before he gets hurt, get the most.
Okay.
I feel you. I mean, injuries gonna happen in football.
Mm-hmm.
Football. People say football is a contact sport. No, football is a collision sport.
Yeah.
Football is a collision sport. It is collision.
You're putting yourself in a car accident every single time you go to hit a guy.
Yeah.
And it'll knock the wind out of you.
Like receivers and running backs, you go ahead and they just smash them.
You ever played
like Maniac Tim? I know this full well. Okay.
Maniac Tim taking women out here.
Maniac Tim just.
Oh my God! He's thinking he's the Hulk.
Never gonna live this one down. Never gonna live this one down.
Yeah, definitely. I can't believe that
video on it.
Okay, I believe Chark and Amon-Ra St. Brown can. I think they can eclipse 1,000 yards this season. I said that last week. That was my bold prediction last week. We'll have 2 1,000-yard receivers. I think those guys can do it, because I don't think Williams will play enough games this year to have 1,000 yards. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, Dr. Detroit says I can't wait for Williams to get to a team changer. I believe he is with that speed. I mean, and people are trying to say that. And they probably can make a case for it, but I don't think he's faster than him. Khalif Raymond, he's fastest guy on the lines. I'm like, no. That damn Williamson. I think Williamson would have broke, if he wasn't healthy, he would have broke the record at the combine for the 40. I think they've caught that dude running like a 4.2 or something like that. Like that dude ran a 4.4 after he had ACL surgery. Wow. I mean, this guy can fly. And you saw him in college. He was just running away from people. I mean, like, it was just like, it wasn't even fair. It was like kids on the playground, and that one kid that nobody can catch. That's who Jameson Williams is. Like, that's the guy you don't want to play tag with. Like,
yeah, my opinion on him is still out, but I'm the oddball.
That kid can freaking fly. So, yeah. But it's one of those things, man, where he is an absolute burner. So I can't wait to see him on the field. I think he's a gamer. The kid loves football. From all the reports I've seen, I've never heard anybody say anything like negative about him coming out of Alabama or even Ohio State. But we'll see. I can't wait to see him on the field. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I want to see him on the field doing his thing and going out there and bossing up and balling out. That's what I want to see. All right. So we asked this last week, right? So I got to go to the defense this week. I asked you on offense last week, panel. This week, give me a bold prediction for the Lions defense this season. Bold prediction for the defense this season. All right, Val, with your mouth first up. Like, I ain't pretending. They ain't got no damn defense. All right, give me a bold prediction for the Lions defense.
But the Lions will have a defense? That's a bold prediction. No, I'm kidding.
Really, right? I'm drinking water. I'm about to spit it out.
I already knew. I saw it in Val's eyes. That's why I said it before she said it. I saw it in her face.
That's the boldest prediction I can have, is that the Lions will actually have a defense.
Okay. All right. So that's her bold prediction for the defense. The Lions will have a defense. Okay. All right. What you got, Tim?
The Lions defense is going to shut down Philadelphia the first game of the year.
Okay. Bold prediction. Okay. That's a bold ass prediction.
Yeah, it is.
Because they whooped our ass last year.
I know they did.
They killed us, man.
That was a bold prediction. All right, what you got, Michael? Right, bold prediction for the defense this season.
This one's tough. This one really is
Mhm.
tough. Yeah, I definitely could talk about the linebackers and say maybe we'll actually have one. That's worth it. That's pretty bold, but I didn't want to go there. That's
Mhm.
too bold for me. I'll say Jeffrey Okudah does not miss a game this year.
Oh, okay. 17 for 17 this
17 for
season.
17.
Okay, my bold prediction for this Lions defense, and there's a lot of ifs for this, but if the Lions can get pressure on the quarterback, we will have the second-rated pass defense in the NFC North, right behind Green Bay. We had a second best, but right now the Green Bay Packers secondary is probably what they got two of the best corners in the league right now. So
that's a realistic prediction, not a bold one, Kurt. Because look at what the Bears have destroyed there. So I mean, go on.
The Lions will have a top 4 defensive pass rush in the NFC North.
No, that would be number 2. That would be number 2 behind Green Bay.
Yeah,
Because you look, they weren't number 2 last year.
And nobody gives a shit about Minnesota. Minnesota doesn't never do shit. So
we gotta look at it. We were at the bottom of the league. We were at the bottom of the division last year. So I'm thinking we jumping 2 spots to the second in the division. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We're going from worst to almost first. How about that? in pass defense in the NFC North. And I'll get to that reasons why here in a minute. But all right. So let us know in the comments give me a bold prediction in here for the Lions defense. Okay. Lions with the defense and scoring, 30th in defense scoring, 28th in yard average. They were 32nd in 2020. Yeah. So they did improve last year. Lionel says she's calling for 40 sacks. Good.
Wow.
That's 4 players with 10 sacks apiece. Good night. Boy, that's
let it happen. Let it happen.
A suffocating ass defense right there. I would love to see that happen. All right.
Those sacks will suffocate you, that's for sure.
Yeah. Jared Davis will surprise everyone and be productive. Michael,
you think Hicks is gonna turn or not? Jesus Christ! I'm getting my players confused at this point right now.
Dan
McNeil is gonna be Khalil Mack. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
If Jared Davis is productive, that would be that right now. This Dan Spanos, that's the boldest prediction next to the Lions are winning the Super Bowl.
My bold prediction for John Campbell is Austin Bryant doesn't get cut because of the Josh Pascal injury. Okay. Smoking Jim, we said be happy with 25 plus sacks. We had 30 last year. 25% jump seems reasonable. Okay. I feel you. I mean, as a collective, that's possible. As a collective. That's a collective. Okay, Smoker Jeremy V says, did y'all see the win predictions by USA Today for every team? No, I did not. What did the Lions get, Jeremy?
Oh, I know I think the Lions were like 8-9 or something like that, and then I think the Bears were like 3-12 or 3 and whatever. But yeah,
they were 3-14. I think I did see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did say that. I did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They got it. They think they're bright this year, huh? They'll 3 wins, man.
Wasn't that from the Buffalo? Wasn't that though from the Buffalo? I thought that was from the Buffalo Bills, but was it from the NFL?
No, I don't. I'm not sure. Amani Rourier will take the next step, make the Pro Bowl. His growth has been steady. I agree. He's turning into the guy that we thought we were going to get out of Penn State when we drafted him. So we're looking at him as what he was projected to be, and got drafted a lot later from what he was kind of really. Most people thought he would get drafted when he came out. What he was graded as. He was graded as a late first, early or second round pick, and he went later to Detroit. So I'm not mad at that at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, so and get us some questions in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. You know what I'm saying? We take some of y'all questions at the end. But for the last question for today, definitely is what position group on the Detroit Lions can surprise teams this season or next season? Well, this season, I'm sorry. So what position group do you think can surprise some teams this year when we play them? So what you got, Maniac Tim? What group, this position group that they would like can play well and most people won't expect them to play well?
I'm going to say the defensive line.
Defensive line? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why?
Which Hutchinson on there? Yeah, that's just
You think they?
I know it. Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think so.
All right. What you got, Val?
None. Okay. Let's see. I'll just go with the safety group nonsense if he's there. So you know what? If he's gonna bring it. You know, even though I don't like the move, if he's gonna bring it.
So the second, you got the safety position. Okay, I got you. All right, what you got, Mike?
The corner position, I feel like they're really underrated right now. Amani Oruwariye is a really good cornerback. I don't understand the hate that he gets. I think if Jeffrey Okudah stays healthy, that's not bad at all. Jerry Jacobs is really good, folks. And this is Aaron Glenn and their defensive coach is able to get the best out of these players. I think they'll be just fine. And Mike Hughes up in there. Look, man, Will Harris, if he stays on this team, is a better corner than he was safety. I think the Lions cornerback group will be better than people expect.
That was my answer. I'll have to agree with you on that. I think this cornerback position will be better this year and play better. And maybe one reason is the pass. If we have an improved pass rush, it's definitely going to help the corners out. It's going to help those guys cover down the field because you have a lot less time to cover, and you definitely have, saying you can force mistakes. Saying you can play closer coverage when you have a better pass rush. And we sucked at pass rush last year, so if we can get that better pass rush this year, and then keep those quarterbacks on their toes and keep that suffocating defense. It's going to be attacking style. We can attack and be effective attacking up front. We can definitely be a better secondary. So I think the cornerback position will surprise some people this year. When you had guys running free down the field last year and just, making plays back there in the secondary got hard because we weren't getting pressure on the quarterback. I mean, as good as the year Amani Oruwariye had, half of his yards that he gave up last year went to one player, and that's Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson ate AO's lunch last year. I mean, for real. Which is not hard because Justin Jefferson is an amazing wide receiver, but you usually don't expect, saying a guy to get 300 yards against one, in a matchup in the season because AO followed him around the field and he was just cooking them all. He was just cooking them all day. So, as good of a season that he had last year, I think he can have an even better season once he has an improved pass rush this year with the Detroit Lions. And I think that what Todd Wash and Aaron Glenn will be dialing up this year. I think it'll be an improved pass rush with the person that we have coming back and the players that we added in the offseason. So that's just my opinion. That will be the group that will surprise some people the way they play this year because of the coaching, and then the improved pass rush would definitely help them in their 2022 season. Okay, all right, let's kind of get back into some of these comments here. Definitely, I gotta catch up. All right, so okay, so Jeremy B said he's a math nut. We believe that 100%. Yeah, you're a math nerd. We got you. All right. Drew Forsyth says it gotta be the cornerback group. Mike, great minds think alike. We're talking about this cornerback group. I just think that was
I don't think that that's gonna surprise anybody. I think they're already good. That's the thing. I don't think they're surprising anybody.
You think I think people were kind of underestimating them. So
yeah. I think you're informed. I think you're informed, so you understand this. But some of these people are they're saying like, "Oh, we got the worst back there." I'm, what the hell are you getting this from? I don't know where you're getting.
No,
it
that's in the linebacker situation, not the.
from. No, that's definitely the worst.
Yeah.
They're trash.
They got the L and the C confused, but you know.
Drew says cornerback to safety Harris still should be cut. We'll see. This team they tend to like him. I don't know what it is. Somebody may owe him some money somewhere.
He's got videotapes, folks.
He might got something on somebody.
Yeah,
linebackers on this team.
Something in that Ford plant, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. He got something buried on the Allen Park somewhere. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Does anyone know of an actual Honolulu blue colored drink?
I made one for the draft party, but I mean, you know, but that was basically just basically rum and whatever that and blue Kool-Aid, the blue Kool-Aid packets and whatever you want to mix with it.
Jim Jones made some, I think, about 50 years ago.
No, I don't want nothing Jim Jones.
No,
ever,
right.
Ever. What is that? I think the Kool-Aid burst has a blue for a friend of mine.
Yeah, Jim would get the Kool-Aid. They're like it's cherry or berry typhoon or something like that is what it's called.
Yeah.
It's from the Hawaiian Punch Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid packets.
Yeah.
And they'll turn anything blue.
Yeah, and you can get the blue carousel to actually make a blue liquor, blue carousel. You can find it at your probably ABC store or and it mixes well and turns some stuff blue as well. So that Honolulu blue, you can get the blue Gatorade, mix it with some rum.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, or with some Blanco tequila, and you know saying it's a party, baby. It's a party. It is definitely a party.
I need more of that. No.
Yeah, Jim, you're a man. Well, you out of control by yourself. Yeah. So blue Maui with Sprite for Honolulu blue. Okay. I heard some talk that Charles Harris might play some linebackers after Romeo Okwara comes back. Any thoughts on that? I did hear some of that where he could play some of the outside linebacker type of role. Is that the best position I want him to play? No, I want his hand in the dirt. I want his hand in the dirt rushing the passer, but he is considered an outside linebacker from most people before coming to Detroit. But I like him in the pass rush situation. I think where he would shine is in the pass rushing game. Yep. What do you think, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not really add to that.
Oh yeah, there was I think I saw a Honolulu beer.
Yeah.
Now here's that too.
Here's that one. They had the Honolulu Blue Lions pop. Either Town Club has the Honolulu Blue, but that's like a local. Like she lives in Florida, so she can get in Town Club.
Yeah, but you can buy. There's some that you can buy online.
Yeah,
they'll actually ship it to you.
Yeah, so check it out with Town Club. Yeah, I know that they have the Honolulu. They actually have a Honolulu Blue soda that they sell.
Yeah, they ship it. They can ship it. They take orders for shipping.
Yeah, so definitely. All right. Let me see. Let me give you a quick update on anything that's going on right now, just to make sure you guys are up to date in what's going on. Now, our friends over there at and the offensive lineman that I thought was thinking about earlier, the tackle we brought in, Darren Paulo, we brought him back in. That's one of those guys that we kind of was a late season signing last year to kind of help with the backfield when they got all the injuries that happened on the offensive line. We didn't sign him back this year. He didn't. So the Lions brought him back after Nantrez Patrick, kind of like was Patrick from SpongeBob and had to get cut from the team. So and one more thing, my friend over there, probably Detroit, and I think that this will be a good thing. Let's get your thoughts on it. He says the Lions have the potential to have four offensive linemen that's top 15 in the league.
That would be insane if that was the case. That's
He's
talk.
got 4 guys that he said that this is Kool-Aid type
Who's the
deal.
4 guys?
Mhm.
Who's the 4 guys?
Let's see here. You look at Frank Ragnow for sure.
Mhm.
Panay Sewell.
Yep.
And if you talk to Lomas Brown, he said Big V was the best offensive lineman last year. That's what he told me. So that would be 3. Taylor Decker, I don't. That's tough, man. That's tough.
Yep. All right.
It's
so
close. I think it might be close, but I don't know if it's going to be exact.
So in the tackles, you got Taylor Decker for left tackle. I'm sorry, just to make sure I'm getting this right. So for that one, he has for Taylor Decker. I'm sorry, make sure I get this right. So there you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't read the rest of it because I don't have a subscription. But Taylor Decker was the one at the left tackle. You got to say Taylor Decker, Panay Sewell, Ragnow, and Jonah Jackson. No, Jackson was all pro. It was a Pro Bowl last year. We didn't really realize that. Y'all know that?
No.
That he made a Pro Bowl last year? Jonah Jackson made a Pro Bowl last year.
Jonah Jackson made a Pro Bowl?
We know it now.
Yep.
Now we know.
Yep, made a Pro Bowl last year.
He was the only one, right?
Think so. Yeah, because Foxy didn't make it last year.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't, but he did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but looking at that, yeah, and I think that if you look at those guys, I think that those guys can be potential. You know, not saying that that's a top 15 in each, and saying that, not saying they're top 10. He says 4 guys can be top 15 in each one of those positions. So a top 15 right tackle, a top 15 left tackle, a top 15 guard, top 15 center. I believe that's possible.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
that's
I can see that.
Yeah, that's possible. I think that I don't think that that's be a secret that we can have those guys because I mean, you look at we have 4 first rounders on our offensive line with Taylor Decker, Frank Ragnow,
3 first rounders, 1 third rounder, and I'm not sure where Big V was drafted.
Yeah, and you got Big V. So, I mean, you look at that. You look at all of that. With all that being said, it's one of those things where I think everybody knows that that's going to be the strength of our defense. Yeah. Our offense, our team is going to be one of those things where it is going to be the strength of our team. It just is. And I think that, and I never got why people wanted to trade Big V or get rid of him or cut him. I just don't understand it. I never got that because I think that he had his best year last year coming out of off of that last season. I'm not sure where he was drafted. Okay. All right. So now it's time for final thoughts for today's show. We're going to go to my man, Maniac Tim Becker, to close out the show. He was a 5th round pick. Grandeur 7 says, okay, 5th round pick, 2016. Yeah. What you got, Uncle Timmy?
Okay. The season is coming up. Just remember, when those lines turn it on and the offenses start kicking, bring out the maniac in you and enjoy the game.
There we go. Uncle Timmy, time I bring out that maniac in you. Just don't be putting people in the hospital. We don't want that. All right. What you got, Mike?
Again, to get that maniac in you and tackle people around you, even if they're female, and put them in a hospital. Make sure you get that. If you bring that on Sundays, we're going to win football games, folks. Bring that maniac out in you.
Yeah, definitely. What you got, Queen of the Proud?
Watch out for the maniacs. No, I'm kidding. Stay safe. Wear your pads. Anyway, no. Okay. we are in football season. So next week, woohoo, we're going 5 days a week, y'all. It's good. We're running full blast. So make sure you check us out. Check out DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com. Check out all the guys on the panel. We will have four coming up before the season starts at some point. So I'll let you guys know that stuff. But hey, enjoy your weekend because we going into it full blast, baby.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoying the little bit of time. The downtime is over. It's time to get back to it 5 days a week, man. We're gonna be doing that thing and bring you the best of the best Detroit Lions news and rumors right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Man, if you want to get yourself some Lions gear, go on to fanatics.com. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking that the Dark Side, Darth Vader Detroit Lions shirt. You can get it right over there on Detroit on fanatics.com. Links in the description below. You can get yourself some LNU gear. Go over to lnushop.com. Hey, if you want to, if I don't know what you're waiting for, if you haven't done so already, why haven't you joined Lions Nation Unite? It is your ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. You can catch up all our shows right over there inside the app. You ain't got to leave the app to watch our shows. You can just watch it right there in the app. Man, I'm telling you, all Micro Mike's over there, Dosa Dion, all your favorite Detroit Lions content creators, everything King are right there in the app. And man, you might even catch Herman Moore hanging out sometimes. So, you know, going over to LNU and check it out, man. It is definitely worth the while. You're going to have some giveaways during the season. It's just going to be a great time over there in Lions Nation Unite, man. The game day chat is on fire because we hold it down. Detroit Lions on the Proud Crew. We're always hanging out right there.
And
in the
you
game
might
day
see
chat.
some giveaways from us this season too. So.
There you go. So make sure you hang out with us right there in LNU. And if you want to get yourself some Proud Nation gear, go to lionsontheprowlshop.com. Your boy Kurt still trying his hand out at a little bit of writing, so go on over and check it out, DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com. So we're going to bring you some more fresh content right here. We're coming at you full guns blasting going into the season. So, hey, it is the weekend. It is really the last kind of down weekend before the season starts, man. Because, you know, you got the open practices are coming up. They starting tomorrow, right? They for season ticket holders. And then starting on the Saturday, you're going to be open to the public. So if you can get out to Allen Park, you can go in and hang out and go to practices. Go hang out, man. I think Marco Mike might even stop out over there. You might be able to run into him over there in Allen Park for some of the open practices. So go over there and check it out, man. It's going to be a great time, man. And I can't wait till the season starts, man. I got football Jones so bad. I watch CFL right now. So that's what's going on with you right now still. But just be kind, man. You know, it's the weekend. If you could be anything in this world, just please be kind. If you're at work today and you're getting back into it, you got to go back to work, man. You know what you got to do for your boy, Kirsten, man. Hey, them crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you know what you got to do. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For the panel, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.